Good. Let me have you tap on in. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's all right. The Goon is here, as only I can be. Awesome's in the house. Hopefully y'all tap on in. Feeding the kids. She's eating some chicken and some vegetables. Some peas and carrots. That's how we making that go. I'm in the house. The one and only Austin. The one and only. The one and only Awesome. I'm trying to see. My hand's still been messed up ever since. Lord have mercy. Got somebody in the. Definitely got somebody popped on in. Appreciate you for being with us. Thank you very much. I'm trying to set this thing up. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm terrible at this, so I apologize. One of these days I'll probably get better, but I don't know if it'll be today, right? Somebody hit the like button for me. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much. I had a question, so I thought I would ask the question. Is my comments working? Somebody give me a hey. You know what I'm saying? I can't really see them. It's been difficult for me to kind of see, so I'm do the best I can with the hand I'm dealt. Gizmo's eating her dinner, and if I didn't do it now, then I wouldn't have done it. However, sister asked the question today, and she asked me if I didn't like the word partner, what was a woman's role, right? Great question. You know what I'm saying? Great question, and I'm glad, and it's my pleasure to be able, and I'm honored that she would ask me. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Take the time with your dinner, baby. How's everybody? How's everybody? Hope everybody's having a great, you know what I'm saying, evening. Let me see. I'm gotta get. But you also are fair, and at least you'll allow me to, to retort, and then you can, you can disagree. We can disagree respectfully. So I always appreciate that. So shout out to Non-Boss. Shout out to Non-Boss 2012. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, Gizmo. I'm trying to find you a bottle. It's hard for me to see. I can see that a little bit. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Work in progress. Work in progress. But surely we shall survive. Right? Perseverance is the number one thing that you got to be able to bite down in life. I believe that, and I believe that it's one thing for whatever I lack, and I believe that if a mistake is committed, it's easily corrected through more audacity. I believe in being audacious. I believe in going for it, right? I would rather go for it and miss than sit on the pumpkin. Yes, I see you eating. Gizmo says hi to everyone. Thank everybody for being in here. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being in here. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. I got a good question. That was my cousin call. I got a good question. Young lady, she asked me, what's a woman's role? Hopefully she's in here. Sister's in here. She wants to know what's a woman's role if it's not to be a man's partner. It's a great question. Great question. I remember at one point in time that these things were not a question, y'all. I must be honest. It was an important time. There was a time when everyone knew their role. And unfortunately now things have gotten so lopsided. It really has hurt the black community more so than y'all would know. I'm going to be very, very PG here because the Giz is awake, and y'all know that I don't. Y'all know I really keep my language in check when she's in the videos. I'll say this: that the word partner has never been a word that's ever been used between a man and a woman. That has never been a thing in the history of time. That has never been a thing until maybe the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. So through the history of time, it's never been used. Now we're using it so cavalierly, and we have men saying it. And I think words matter. Now, I'm just a guy with a GED and an opinion, right? So, you can take that for what it's worth. When you use that word, I have a hard time, and I think people have a hard time understanding their role and their place in this world when you don't know where you're supposed to be. I'll give you an example, y'all. Animals have a very, very simple, because everybody knows where they're supposed to be in the animal kingdom. You don't have people pumpkin. Stop. The Gizmo is trying to get the things she shouldn't have, as usual. And I truly think that we suffer, as a community, because everybody, men don't know where they're supposed to be. Women don't know where they're supposed to be. You have, for a sports term, you have a quarterback trying to play defensive back. You have a defensive back trying to play fullback. Everybody's out of position. Nobody knows where they're supposed to be. You cannot have a team if you don't have people playing in the position that they're supposed to be, right? And another thing too, no one's comfortable. Everybody is playing in a position that they're not supposed to be in. How can you be comfortable when you weren't designed to play that position? Right? You weren't built to play that position. You put a defensive tackle out at corner at 280 pounds and see how he'll do. You put a nose tackle at wide receiver, what do you think you're gonna get? You know what I'm saying? Like and only in relationships do we think that these things are okay. Only in relationships do we find ourselves jumping to this stuff and saying that these things are acceptable. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I love my daughter. I love both my daughters. But it's not my job. It is not my job to keep them to myself. I've said that. And I'm gonna say it again. My job is to raise them and get, especially this one specifically, to be the best version of herself. And then give her to a man who has been vetted and who qualifies. And once he has been vetted and qualifies by me and I've deemed him worthy, then it's up to him to make the decisions for his family. Right? I cannot usurp his authority because I don't like the decision that he made when I am the one who literally said, hey, you're valid. So because I don't like it, maybe he has far-reaching, better vision than me. Maybe he sees something I don't. Maybe he understands something I don't. Maybe he cannot articulate his plan as properly. But it's not my job to stop what he got going for her. If he tells her they're moving to Timbuktu, that's where they're moving to. Now, would I miss my daughter? Absolutely. Do I want my daughter with me in my family? Would I like to be around to see my grandchildren? Absolutely. I wouldn't want that. What if he sees something that I don't see? What if he sees prospect and opportunity in another place? What if he knows something that I don't? What if he studied and been preparing for something, preparing for his destiny, his whole life? And I'm just going to tell him that no, because I don't like the decision that he made. I'm going to usurp his authority and tell my daughter and interject. That's not my role. It's not my fault that these people are too stupid out here to understand that. Y'all see the Goon is cooking, man. Y'all get the likes and give me. Y'all got 6 of y'all in. Y'all give me a couple likes. I appreciate you. Ain't free. Like y'all tell me what is correct about that. If I don't agree with it, but yet I've given him the authority. I've given him away to her. Let's on the wedding day, I said, hey, this is now the man that you are. You go from my house to his house. Here, you take this man. This is where you go. This is where you belong. This is who you love. This is who is going to protect you and provide for you and give you a life. And then all of a sudden, because I don't like the decision that he made, I think I can say, it's not okay because I don't like the decision. No. I reject that 100%. And I think that anybody that listens to that, I think I don't see how you can have a community of people. If everybody agreed with everyone's decisions, then wouldn't that be something, right? But we all know that's not the case. We all know that people are going to see the world the way they want to see it. There was times when, y'all know this, there were times when people would go, there was a point in time when California was barren, if I'm not mistaken. But somebody heard there was gold out there. He said, he packed his family up, and they made that 3,000 mile trip. We out here. Making a trip. We'll take what comes. But this is what I see for my family. This is what I want for my family. Who am I to tell this man that he's wrong? But once again, that's being a man. A lot of times, man, it's just so crazy because this world has told men, especially specifically black men, to not be men. Y'all want to know something? The truth? White men don't have this problem. Y'all think, a lot of women think they can just go to a white man and sit there and say, no, you won't. These white men don't play it. They're a lot harder as a race. They are harder people. This is why they were able to do the things they were able to do for so many centuries and never allowed black people to really have the opportunities and be able to. I'm not gonna get too graphic because the Giz is here, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And so they have a different mindset. If you want something from them, you gotta pry from them. You gotta pry from their cold dead hands. They're not going to just give you anything. You want something from them, you gotta take it, right? And it's what it should be that way. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. I cannot ask another man to save me. I cannot ask him. I have to take something that I want for myself. I want something for my daughter, but I have to take it. Because nobody's going to sit around and give me anything and feel sorry for me. That's not the way the world works, right? And when you don't have that type of mindset, you have the type of mindset that you're able. Listen, his job is to have a plan. My daughter's job and you sister's job is to help your man accomplish his goal. Now you can play games with that all you want. You can let other people tell you whatever you want to say. You can say, what does he know? You know what I mean? He was in the shelter. He been to prison 3 times. He got tape on the posters. Whatever you want to say. But you better deal with the facts. Or don't. Right? And then what you'll find is you'll be left out in the cold because you didn't fulfill your purpose. And you will never ever truly have peace unless you fulfill your purpose. You're not going to have no peace. Get mom. How that chicken going? She got some peas and carrots and some chicken in it, y'all. And so there's that. And I'm gonna take it a step further, y'all. I'm gonna take it a step further. My job, my role is to play my position in this world. That's my job. That's everybody's job. That is my duty and my responsibility. My duty, my responsibility is to raise her. But it's not my job to keep her. I don't want to keep her to myself. Because then what? I upset the structure and the way. The sun is setting on my time. Soon, it's going to rise on her husband's time. And it's up to him to take this thing that he got further. It's up to him. I've done all that I can do. I've carried my burden. Right? I've done it. We got this world. This world is so messed up now because you have so many people that are so dumb. And I'm going to tell y'all something too. It's not, the men come on here, on this YouTube, and all they do is project their feelings on the women. How they feel. They feel, oh, I'm having a soft guy era and this, that, and that. When has being a man ever been, when has being a man ever been an easy job? A lot of times it's very thankless. A lot of times it's very arduous. A lot of times you're not going to be recognized. Everybody knows that Father's Day is not a major holiday in this world. Everybody knows that the most things that are ever done are for Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. Men give gifts on Christmases and what, you know what I'm saying? Men do that. All men really truly want, the majority of men, if you really ask them what they really want, they really just want some peace. They really just want to walk into a house that's clean. And people that respect him. People that appreciate him. The majority of men can go the rest of their life. They would give up everything. They don't want material possessions. They don't want a lot of things. They just want that. And if they had that, that would be worth. That's why we leave insurance policies behind that, so we can make sure the people that we love are taken care of when we depart. Hey, baby, you done? She ate pretty good, y'all. She was hungry. She didn't eat early. She just took a nap, right? More than anything, y'all. More than anything, chat. I want to tell y'all something. You may not like me as a person. That's okay, right? You may not think that I have anything of that. Maybe I haven't. You say, well, whatever you may think about me, right? And most of it's probably negative, and that's okay as well, right? You better know one thing, though. Everything I'm saying is true. And it's not that I know everything. It's that I know about this because I sit in the whole. Well, y'all, what y'all think that I did all that time while I was in jail? I just sit still. I just sat still and thought. Because there was nothing else I could do. I just sat and thought. Trying my best to become the best man I could possibly be. And I thought, what was I lacking? How could I be better? And I studied. I studied intensely. Reevaluating past decisions. Trying to understand where I went wrong. How I erred. What I could do better. I'm going to tell y'all something else too. What I owed. There's a debt that I think we all owe. Some people may disagree. They say they don't owe nobody. I don't agree. Because and the reason I don't agree is for one main reason. You didn't become you alone. No, you did not. I don't care who you are. That self-made talk that people say, it's all cap. It's not true. No man makes himself. No man makes himself. You shaped by God in the darkness. And then he puts people along your path that he's lit in certain spots. You know what I'm saying? Along your journey. Here. Have to travel a little further. Here. A man says something to you that you never thought on a happenstance meeting on a plane where you got a layover. Your uncle. Your mother. Your wife. There's people along this road that helped you on that journey, dog. So this internet talk from these clown rappers, where they say I'm self-made, like bro, you didn't make yourself. That sounds good. That sounds good for rap songs, but in reality, it's not true. Everybody had the assistance of somebody, and multiple people. Because no matter who that person is, somebody opened up a door for them. And then they did the work to take it a step further, or they took advantage of whatever opportunity or whatever the case might be. But that's facts. So this notion that people try to say that they're self-made and that they don't need anyone, it's easy to say that now when you made it, but you weren't saying that when you were struggling and when you was trying to figure it out. cares what platform I was on. Y'all know her. I didn't hear of her specifically until she did the Kevin Samuels interview. That was several years ago. And then, from what I understand, her platform really started to take off after that. It was a great idea. Now she's transitioning to her own app. She's taking a shot. Because what she's saying is, why am I giving YouTube all this money when I can do this myself and put my app on my own platform? I respect it. Because she's taking a shot. Do I know if it'll work? No. Do she know if it'll work? No, she can't know that. But I respect the woman for taking a shot. I done took so many shots, y'all. I done tried to rob banks, allegedly. I got caught going in one. I can speak about that one. Took a shot. Got caught. Huh. What I'm saying is to behave as if she's wrong or stupid for taking a shot. There's so many men that are taking shots at her for just trying to elevate her business. And y'all may say, well, Austin, you don't even like boss bras. You said you don't like no boss bras. You're right, I don't. Because I think they make for bad women to be with, right? But if she could stay in her lane, no, I think it would be a great thing, right? But the question is, can you take direction? That's the issue. When a man says, and I think I use this analogy, when that guy says, baby, I don't want you wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Go put something else on. Can she be receptive to that? Or is she going to say, you can't tell me what to do? You don't even pay the light bill. Or I'm going to say you do pay the bill, but you can't pay my bills. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying, will come with that, right? Ain't nobody about to deal with that disrespect. He ain't about to deal with disrespect. He not. But you have to acknowledge the fact that she's shooting her shot. If you can't acknowledge that, then you just a hater. My nigga, you don't have to like Kendra, but you have to respect the hustle. Right? Because if you can't respect a hustler, that let me know you're not one. That let me know that you're not one. If you cannot respect at least her willingness to put her own bread up, right? See, I'm taking a shot. Could it bomb? Absolutely. That's life. Hell, I done cracked out so many times, right? But I've never been afraid to shoot my shot. And you're going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So why not shoot a shot? If it didn't work, she could always come back to YouTube, right? She could always come back to YouTube and be like, you know what? Yeah, that didn't work. So what? I'm back on this. Some people knocked her for the courses. We always trying to knock. Listen, man, this here. A hustler gonna hustle. Right? Hustler gonna hustle. Don't know Ken. And I damn sure I'm not caping for nobody. But what I am doing is I'm gonna be honest. And I respect the fact that she's willing to put herself out there, even if it don't work. And if you can't respect that, there's something wrong with you. That's what I think. I don't know how I did that, got on that. Because y'all know sometimes the goon, he go, you know what I'm saying, boy, awesome. I'll be all over the place, you know what I'm saying, topsy-turvy with, you know, some of my positions and stuff like that, which is absolutely true, and that's, you know what I mean, and sometimes I can do a better job instead. But a lot of times I think these things are interconnected, so therefore they always seem to coincide in some way, shape, or form and collide with one another. You know what I mean? Because the topics are there. Here's the thing, man. Being the best you can be for you. Because you want to see what you can do. Hey, pumpkin, get your dinner? Daddy little pumpkin. Good job. Daddy little pumpkin patch. Give me pumpkin patch. Come on. I said I ate my dinner. Uh-oh. Oh, you got chicken on it. You got chicken. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Say yeah. Da. Oh, my hand. I gotta hurry up before I drop this. My grip ain't. I gotta hurry up. Grip. Hold on, y'all. Gizmo, what did I do with the remote? Yeah, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It's just so much phoniness out here in this world where people, they can say anything that they want to say, and there's no consequences for it because there's so many people that's pulling you in multiple ways. So you're like, well, damn, where do I stand? What do I do? There's so many conflicting opinions and what I'm saying, and positions. And you like, and they got us. I'm looking for my remote, y'all, to turn this down. Gizmo, what did I do with the remote? Did you have it? I think Gizmo done had the dang on remote, y'all. Let me see. Come here, Mom. Hey, y'all know I'm a daddy when you can't find them. Hey, y'all know I'm a daddy when you can't find the remote and you're looking. Hey, y'all know I'm a daddy when you can't find the remote and you messing around and you trying to get something done. You can't find the remote and you can hear the cartoons in the back. Shout out to the real parents. You know what I'm saying? The real fathers and stuff. I'm trying to see non-violent. I think that's non-violent. Yeah. She needs better advisors. She needs better advisors for her. I'll tell you something, non-violent. You know what? I don't know enough about her business to know if she needs better advisors. I can't say that. However, what I will say is this. You know what I mean? A lot of times, man, you gotta be willing to go your own way. You know what I mean? In the end, you gotta be willing to stand on what you believe, man. And if you see sometimes non-violence, everybody not gonna see everything that you see. You know what I mean? Like, hi, pumpkin. Sometimes everybody's not gonna see your vision. They're not going to understand. You may be the only one who can see it. It may just be that simple that you're the only one that can see it. Right? And if you're the only one that can see it, you got to go with that, man. You got to go with that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, if she needs better, but I know this. She's taking a shot. And I think it's worth respecting. I really, really do. Can y'all hear me good? Even though I got these cartoons playing in the back? I'm trying to put my daughter up on the Looney Tunes, and this is the Daffy Duck. So I want that to be something that she enjoys, and but I just really wanted to say that, y'all. I know that what I'm saying. I'm not the most likable person, and I get that, right? How y'all like my posters? I know people got on my head about the tape. I personally like the tape because that's just how I taped them up. I could have tried a little bit harder, but I tell you the truth, that tape I think gives them more character. That was the posters I brought with me, and so they've been through some things. Stop, pumpkin. They were in storage while we were in the shelter, so I just wanted to bring them with me. You know what I mean? And they look better then, but I like my posters, but I don't have no problem. I don't have a problem with nobody going at me for them for having them up there. But listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like I respect. I know there's a lot of people that don't think that I have a lot of respect for women. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the third. No, I absolutely have respect for women, for ladies. I don't have much respect for people that don't behave like men, nor women that don't behave like women. Like, you know what I mean? You're probably not gonna get a lot of, you're probably, that. Well, I had to get some more here, but I think y'all know it. When you're respectable, if you want respect, then you have to behave in a respectable fashion. Right. The Gizmo is wild. Yes, pumpkin, you want my attention? Yes, baby. Yes. What is you talking about? What are you so excited about? The Gizmo is excited, as y'all can see. Who are you yelling at? You don't yell at me. You get your attitude together, pumpkin. So So there's that. So I just wanted to tap in right quick, you know what I'm saying, and put y'all on and give y'all my thoughts on that. I know sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'm all over. But a lot of times it's getting harder to do these lives, especially because she doesn't sit she doesn't just sit still like she used to. She's all over the place and stuff like that. But that's a great thing, you know. And I want to thank y'all for being here because I'm gonna tell y'all something. If it wasn't no me, if it wasn't, if I don't do this for money because y'all know I don't get paid. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying. I think y'all know how the YouTube algorithm works. I don't have, you know what I'm saying, enough subscribers, and you know what I'm saying. I don't have enough, you know, what do you call it? Ad revenue. I probably will never get ad revenue because of the things that I say. So no sponsor will probably ever touch me, stuff like. But that's okay. It really doesn't matter to me. Because I'm not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say something I don't believe in order to appease people or to make people like me or to be accepted in the space. Not, I'm not cut like that, nor will I ever be, and that's that. And so a lot of people, a man may do a thing for immediate gain, yet not realize the poison that it bears for his future. And I truly believe that. And I would rather be a man that's known for being honest, even if people didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to somebody who just some cornball who say anything in the moment and changes his opinion daily just to get the support of people, just to get views, just to get likes, or just to get people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll say anything. I'll say anything. I'll compromise my integrity. I'll, I'll do anything. A man should never do anything, right? A man should never do anything. He should do everything in his power. You know what I'm saying? To change the circumstance. He should never do anything. And any man that's talking about doing anything is not a man that I want to be associated with, nor anybody who I want to lead me. And neither should you women either. You know what I'm saying? He should be standing on something. And if he ain't standing on nothing, then, I think you wasting your time for real. That's facts. I'm gonna go ahead and get her ready for bed, y'all. 'Cause she gotta go to school in the morning. But I'll tap back in. I hope this was informational. I want to thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for Gizmo and the Goon. Say what up, though. And we out of here. See you later, Gizmo. See you later. Gizmo says see you later. Oh, God. I got to lay down. My hand is... I wish I could see them comments better.